Hey guys, it's me again, Rion from Rion in Play, back at it again with another Valorant video guide. And this time around, this is the last map that I'm going to cover for my post-plant molly lineups for Killjoy that I use. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you 4 molly lineups that I actually use in some of my matches, and basically I'm going to go ahead and show you clips as well of how I use 2 of them for each site. Now without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so again, just a disclaimer. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat myself all over again, but I just really want to make sure that we understand each other. You do not rely on these lineups on every round. Okay, you only do these lineups as a mix-up, and under 3 circumstances. There's a caveat to these lineups. So that's when you are outskilled, if you are outgunned, or if you are outnumbered. Okay. So I really just want to make sure that I get that point across before we continue with the video. So let's get back to the guide. So we're here at bind. Specifically, we're going to start off with B site, and when we're attacking here at B site, and if I'm the one who has the spike, I start off here at short. I go ahead and place an alarm bot right over there and move over to long. As soon as we are over here at garden, I'll go and place a turret right over here or over here. Okay, I would either just go ahead and do this as soon as we have cleared sight, and then our default plant spot is over here.
Spike's here.
Now the reason why we have a turret right over here is really just to serve as a distraction. If someone tries to push from elbow, they'll think that I'm actually over here. They'll try to look for me. They'll try to clear this site, but really, this is just for information and really for distraction. So like I mentioned, this alarm bot actually has 2 purposes. One is to alert you if someone is trying to push from teleporter, and the other one is when you're doing the lineup already, if someone tries to flank from short. If your alarm bot gets triggered, you can just easily swing out, take care of the flanker, and go about with your business of being that annoying killjoy with the annoying lineup, basically.
Placing swarm grenade.
As soon as we've taken sight and we've planted the spike, the first molly spot is right over here. We're going to use the interface again as a guide. All you got to do is use this interface line right here, this point. Align that over here to this metal material right here. I'm not sure what to call this. Not really sure. But just place your user interface over here. If you throw your molly, it's gonna land right over here. Default plant spot.
Swarm grenade out.
So that's molly spot number 1. Now for molly spot number 2, it's actually located over here. I don't really use this all that much. As a matter of fact, I've only used it once. So we're gonna use our interface for our lockdown, this one, and we're gonna align that over to this part of this wall design. So if you throw your molly
Placing swarm grenade.
from that spot, it's gonna land right over there.
Swarm grenade out.
And this covers a huge area even if you plant it inside. Basically, it's still gonna get covered. So I'm gonna show you a few clips of me using the first lineup successfully in an actual match right now.
Ano na, elbow na, elbow.
Placing swarm grenade.
One enemy remaining.
Elbow na lang, elbow.
Swarm grenade.
Ayun.
Last player standing.
Swarm grenade out.
No, time na, no, time na.
And we're back. We're still here at bind, but this time around, I'm going to show you how we execute an A site attack. Now, normally I'm the one who's holding the spike. As soon as the barrier gets lifted up, I'll place a turret right over here, and then immediately try to clear U-Haul. As soon as U-Haul has been cleared, I'll be placing an alarm bot right over there, and I'll be placing the spike right over
I
here.
dropped the spike.
Default plant spot, basically. Nothing too fancy. The reason why we place a turret right over here is because it covers A-Link. If someone tries to flank us from A-Link, turret's gonna spot them. If someone's gonna flank from A-Lobby, surprise, turret is also gonna spot them. Now, the first lineup is actually located right over here, at this spot over here. Now, we're going to use our interface as a means of a guide, like always. Basically, we're going to focus on this user interface for our molly. This point right here, this very point, just line that up to this part of this metal pipe, or whatever you might want to call this.
Placing
Throw your
swarm
molly
grenade.
right over there. It's going to land right over here. Ta-da!
Swarm grenade out.
Okay, so for molly lineup number 2, it's going to be a bit different. If I'm not the one who's holding the spike, I would go ahead and try to push A from showers. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave an alarm bot right over here, basically.
Alarm bot out.
And as soon as we have taken sight and my teammate is already planting the spike, I'm going to go ahead and place
Placing
a
sentry.
turret right over there. So molly lineup number 2 is actually located right over here. Just place yourself from this corner. Use the interface again as a guide. Just use this point as reference and place that over at this tile intersection. If you throw your molly from
Placing
that
swarm
corner,
grenade.
what's going to happen is your molly's going to land right over there. Ta-da!
Swarm grenade out.
Now, obviously, the reason why we have an alarm bot right over here is because if we're doing our molly from this spot, if someone tries to push from teleporter or from spawn, if the alarm bot gets triggered, you can easily just swing out, take care of the flanker, and go about your business again as being that annoying Killjoy with that annoying molly lineup.
Placing swarm grenade.
Alright, so with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and show you a few clips of me using molly lineup number 1 in such an effective degree, and I hope you guys like it. I'll show that clip right now.
Salams.
Last player standing.
Placing swarm grenade.
You should run.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Swarm grenade out.
Yan, takbuhin mo. Wala nang oras yan. Hindi na mapagod.
Placing swarm grenade.
Tayo mo na si Bray.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Swarm grenade out.
Nice one.
One enemy remaining.
Removed.
Pinali pa. Pinali pa, Bray, ah. Nice, Bray.
Attackers win.
KJ Lord.
So that's gonna wrap up this whole series of me sharing my molly lineups that I found out on each and every map. On the next couple of uploads that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on how I do my defensive setups on each and every map. So I hope these lineups would serve you well. I hope you are able to use it effectively. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking by with this whole series. I hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, guys.